knew it. Who doesn't like a good mystery story? Or even better, what about if you are stranded in a stately home in England and you can stay there for as long as you want and you witness a mystery that you have to solve? Oh, now, unless you know someone that is very rich in England and who is willing to invite strangers to their home, why not host your own mystery dinner, your murder mystery party? And this day and age with the internet, let me tell you, you can put the theme that you like, you can put the number of people you want to host, and they will give you the script and cards step by step. I was invited to a Pirates theme murder mystery dinner. And guess who the murderer was? Me, with this face. But it was so much fun. And even though you can buy your script and download it and get your cards ready in a few minutes, there are advantages of creating your own theme, your own script for the murder mystery party. And yes, it will take you a little bit more time, but let me give you a few helpful tips of how to write and host your own thrilling mystery party. And now, let me show you the actual tea mystery party. We had so much fun. What'd you get in there?
It's like, don't open until 7 p.m.
Oh! Bye, thank you. Excellence Academy in Art. What I wish you a very safe and happy
This teacher was crazy, so I'm gonna go.
That PE teacher.
He's always the butler.
Yeah. Is Butler or the PE teacher?
I
Okay.
feel like he's
How
not the
could the
butler.
PE teacher be allergic to reading?
Go ahead and open your first envelope.
All right. The Academy of Excellence Academy. Wait.
Yes.
Academy of Excellence Academy.
Yes, yes.
That's just a fantastic name. What they see, but maybe they will indeed. With so many in display, only one the clue will betray. So if time you don't want to waste, the painting near this object find with haste. What tell people something, but it doesn't have a mouth? What has hands but doesn't have any fingers? What has a face but it doesn't have any eyes? What tell people something but it doesn't have a mouth? What has hands but doesn't have any fingers? What has a face but it doesn't have any eyes?
Help your guests with the clues, especially if they are not familiar with your house.
Clock? Is it a clock?
It probably is a clock.
It could be a clock. Where's your closest clock?
Well, remember, the clock needs to be close to what?
Close to...
What's the first part of the riddle?
What tell people something, but it doesn't have...
I even included the clue items and areas on the video to make it easier for them.
But it doesn't have any eyes. And my best guess is, of course, a clock.
So maybe we should look through the house.
I agree. Let's look through the house for clocks and paintings. And here's a clock.
Okay.
Here's a painting.
Okay.
So maybe would it be in the painting? see. Clue number 1, don't open till the last clue has been found. So this one I can't open. And another letter from the Academy of Excellence Academy. Great. Be silent and you might hear the ding-dongs very near. For though its toll is like a cheer, even if still, don't you fear. There's something that ding-dongs. I would say clock again, but there's already been one clock. What ding-dongs in your house, Audrey? A doorbell.
Okay,
Maybe.
let's go.
Maybe a doorbell. Well, there's the doorbell. I don't see anything.
We have big bell over there.
Where's the biggest bell?
Right there by the tree.
Here by the tree. Oh wow, that is a very big bell. This looks very fancy. Wait. There we go.
It did ding. It didn't dong, but it did ding.
I'm assuming I opened this before.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yes, don't open till the end, number 2. All right. I have keys but no locks, and feet but no socks. What am I? Maybe a piano? Keys. Shall we go check it out and see?
Yeah.
I mean, it sort of has keys and it sort of has feet, so it could be the piano. But there is nothing.
Maybe try behind there.
Oops. Behind here.
Like on the, you open the thing like this. Is there anything?
There is. Alright. Now that summer is here, the last clue inside the suitcase is near. The suitcase. No one will look there, dear. It is not in a room, but surrounded by plume, for when days are gloom.
What's blue?
Plumes are like feather.
Not in a room, but surrounded by plume, for when days are gloom. What are you thinking?
Maybe a pillow?
A pillow.
Now, this clue is a little bit hard to figure out for young children, but I knew my niece could do it.
It's not in a room.
Okay.
It's surrounded by plume,
Feathers.
and it's something for like gloomy, rainy days, I think.
I was thinking a pillow.
You're very, very
Blanket?
close.
Here's the pillow thing.
Surrounded by. So this is it, right? This box
Maybe.
thing.
Or there's pillows over there. Let's check here first. But then there's also
Lots of pillows.
I'm kind of getting like why my mom was looking over there.
There's something here. Alright. Do not open until you are almost certain who the criminal is. Okay. So we're not allowed to
It's
open.
the butler.
Is that how the Academy of Excellence student opens the mail?
This person is very, very organized based on how well organized the contents of the suitcase were. The butler is organized!
Wait. I have a notepad full of clues. So let's see. We have Miss Marple. Say that the PE teacher is organized.
It's the butler.
But the butler, yes, the butler is organized. So currently, Miss Sparkle and the PE teacher are kind of a maybe, because I can't quite remember if Miss Sparkle is organized or not. I don't feel like she was organized, but maybe she was.
Was she organized?
I can't tell you. I'm dead. Oh, darling, remember I'm dead. You're supposed to help me here. I'm in trouble. I should have called 911 when I had a chance.
It's a candle. But does this mean it's somebody who does like candles?
Okay, it was not the PE teacher. He
The
did not
PE
like.
teacher. Oh man, I was really hoping it was the PE.
Wait, did the butler like candles? Yes, he did like candles.
So it's not the PE teacher.
Didn't the butler like? I think the butler liked candles.
Well, here's the thing. The music teacher, she was planning on making some scented candles in her summer free time.
Yeah, but then the butler took them away because he liked them. He says, "I'm the butler."
I think I wrote down scented candles on the butler.
But he put a candle. Remember? There was a candle there.
Was that a candle?
Yes, there was a candle there.
You opened it so professionally this time.
The butler's cats.
He couldn't stand cats. He was talking about how he's going to stay with his Aunt Jane Austen. I don't think it's the butler. I think we're going to cross out the butler.
No! Not the butler. It was the butler.
Hey, I had to cross out the PE teacher. It was painful.
Yeah, but the PE teacher looks so. I don't think the PE teacher would be able to know how to kill them.
You have a point. You have a point.
Oh, poor Mr. Hastings.
I said I think it's the music teacher.
Okay, so now you think it's the music teacher.
I think it's the butler.
You think it's the butler because the butlers are always
They're
suspect.
always on everything. They're always
And I mean,
similar.
his hair was pretty suspicious.
His
to be
hair.
fair.
His hair was
Okay, so let's watch just that part where the four suspects tell you a little about themselves because we have 3 clues. We have the last clue inside of the suitcase that will reveal, if you guys pay attention, who it was. Okay, are you guys ready to open the last clue or you want to reveal it on the TV?
Let's do the last clue.
Okay, go ahead and open the last clue.
All right. Here's $1 million for you.
Yeah, I'm good. Bye.
What are you gonna spend it on? How to travel with a cat.
I told you it wasn't the butler.
It's not the music teacher. Music teacher has dogs. So I guess it would be Miss Marple.
What does it say?
Audrey, I think you really need to read this. Well,
I knew it wasn't the butler. No, it's the butler. It's where the butler is organized. It's the butler.
but the
butler's cat. No, not the butler. It's the butler. I think it's the butler. I knew it wasn't the butler. I knew it was her all along.
Now, since there are so many things I want to share with you, I'm sorry, I'm going to be looking up some notes so I don't forget anything. The first thing when writing, designing, created a mystery dinner party, tea party, whatever you want to do, is to think of the age group. For younger kids, have something age appropriate. You don't want to have a murder mystery for little ones. Plus, they would like to do more of a scavenger hunt, looking for clues around your house or wherever you choose to host the party, than just sitting around a table, talking, figuring out who did what, who was the murderer, etc. For my niece's 18th birthday party, she wanted to have a tea. First, we were gonna have a Jane Austen tea party and binge watch one of her favorite movies. But then she also likes Agatha Christie. So when I asked, would you have a mystery tea party or would you like to have a Jane Austen party? She chose a mystery tea party. And let me tell you, it was my niece and my daughter. And even though we do so many videos with my daughter, and even though it was like a silly kind of murder mystery, my daughter didn't like the part when I actually die. So that's why I went back and I had to rewrite the script. And if you looked at the video that I made, which I have the link in the description box, you see that I changed the ending a little bit. I'm alive. So think about that. You don't want to have nothing too gory, too bloody when you're dealing with younger kids. Think about the people you're inviting. Are all your guests willing to act and be spontaneous and enjoy speaking in front of everyone? Or do you have guests that are a little bit more shy? Or a mix, a combination of in that group, which is usually what happens. Also, ask your guests what is their favorite mystery author or mystery movie, so you can design that theme around what your guests like. For example, for my niece, she likes Agatha Christie, and she gave me 3 of the top titles of the book that she likes. One of them takes place in a school, Cat Among Pigeons. So that is why I designed the whole mystery around the school mistress. So think about what your guests like, and think about their age, and think about their comfort level of speaking and acting in front of people. The other thing, invitations will set the mood. The better the invitation, the more information you give in the invitation, like do you want them to dress up? Do they have to bring a prop? They will get more into it already before they even step into your house. So think about things like that. Make a wonderful invitation and let them know your expectation. Tell them you can come dressed in plain clothes, or please come dressed as this character. That place. Writing your own mystery dinner will give you the advantage of how you can set up your house, because you know how many rooms you want to use. You can put little clues throughout the house. So let me tell you about my mystery tea. It was gonna be something very simple. At first I said, I'm just gonna take a picture in front of a clue, and I'll print those, and I'll have my 2 girls working out eventually who did what. And then of course it got into a whole video production, and it took longer than I wanted to take. I made a video of a school mistress who gets poisoned. There are 4 suspects who share likes and dislikes, and what their plans are for their summer vacation. Information that was used to figure out who was the guilty person based on the clues. My girls watched the video until the part where they were challenged to find out who committed the crime. My niece chose to take notes as she watched the video. So provide paper and pen for guests if they choose to take notes. After watching the video, I asked them to guess who could have committed the crime just by their first impression or demeanor of the 4 suspects.
PE teacher was crazy, so I'm gonna go with the PE teacher.
That PE teacher.
It's always the butler.
Yeah.
Is Butler or the PE teacher?
I
Okay.
feel like it's
How
not the
could the
butler.
PE teacher be allergic to reading?
Then my niece opened the first envelope which she received while we were shopping for cupcakes. That was her first clue, which led her to a specific place in my house. I had hidden clues and objects in 4 different areas. In each of these areas, I had 2 things. One envelope to be opened immediately, which will guide him to the next area, and another envelope or object inside a box to be opened once all the clues were collected, which I plainly stated on the envelope or box. You don't want to have your little ones forget that they're not supposed to open the second clue, and they open and they reveal who did it right at the beginning. This second clue or box had specific information which pointed to the guilty person. The clues were designed so the first ones were very general, but then each one got more specific, which allowed them to eliminate suspects and narrow down who was innocent. The last clue, number 4, was inside a suitcase. Once all the clues were found, they opened clues 1, 2, and 3 in that order, and I gave them a chance to debate who was the possible criminal based on this new information. Before opening the suitcase, which had clue number 4, I asked the girls to guess who was the culprit with the evidence they had so far. I showed them the video of the 4 suspects one more time, which allowed them to look for the specific information they had discovered opening the clues.
So if time
And then I asked them to name a suspect.
Is near the object.
I wrote a script in a way that at this point, only 2 of the suspects could have committed a crime, based on the fact that they loved their pets. But one loved dogs and the other one favored cats. Now it was time to open the suitcase, and inside was the last clue that pointed to a specific pet lover. At this point, they guessed one more time, and I showed them the rest of the video. I designed the clues in a way that it would be easy to change who the guilty person was by changing 1 or 2 clues, just in case one of the guests, by mistake, discover who is the real culprit before the game begins. Especially if you have little ones who may go around your house and they find a box and they say, "Oh, look what's inside!" And now the whole mystery is ruined. I did film who was the real culprit, but if for some reason that was discovered before the game started, I could have easily switched the clues and not show them the intended ending. That way the whole mystery was not ruined. When you plan to write your script, think about 2 possible endings or 2 possible suspects, just in case. To be honest, because I took so much time doing the video, that there were some things that I wanted to do differently. I wanted my niece to open the suitcase and find a lot of gifts. I just ran out of time. I couldn't do that. But you don't need to make a video. But what is fun is, why don't you dress up, or someone in your house dresses up in character, and you take a picture with clues by your side or behind you, and then you print those pictures and you hand them out to the kids or to your guests, and that way they can go from place to place to look for the next clue. That's a good idea if you don't know how to edit, or if you don't have the time to spend and create a whole script for you to learn, memorize. So again, don't feel intimidated that you had to make this amazing party. You can buy some food already made, write something on a 3x5 card, or be very, very elaborate and cook your own dinner and put clues all over the home. But just have some fun. Remember, this is to treat your family, your friends in a special manner. Like, I hope my niece had a good time, because I love her so much and I wanted to do something special for her. I certainly had so much fun doing this, and we laughed so much. And until we can all afford to go to an English castle, invite them to your home castle, and they'll appreciate it, and they'll have an evening that they will never forget.